Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E Nation, folks. We are here for another Rye matchup in the 32 Rye tournament, right here at the K.O.E Nation on YouTube. You can also find me on Twitch and TikTok, all K.O.E Nation. Yes, this is very on brand. Welcome, one and all, folks. I'm so glad to have you here. And we are once again going to go across the Missouri River to the chicken coop, over to Iowa, to see what chickens got to say about two excellent rye whiskeys from Knob Creek, what will be the Knob Creek of Extreme. So folks, we're gonna let Chicken decide this, because I've had samples of both whiskeys, excellent stuff. And I don't know if Chicken knows this, but the small bottle of Knob Creek that he's got is actually the same one that we used in our original 10 Rye Flight way back in the day. So that bottle's actually been to South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. So we might have to do just a solo review of that little bottle next time we come to the chicken coop, Chicken. But with all that being said, let's get right over to Chicken to see which one will be the winner supreme. Chicken.
All right. Welcome back. We have more rye whiskeys to try and, battle the best, maybe a tournament type format, a 1v1 to see who is the greatest rye whiskey of them all. And of course, I am here in Iowa drinking rye whiskey, and you're watching this on a Friday. It's Iowa Whiskey Challenge Day. Today, they are not Iowa whiskeys today, unfortunately. We have had Cedar Ridge take on Templeton 6-year. We had Templeton 10-year take on a Templeton single barrel private select bottle, store pick bottle, and that store pick bottle, single barrel, and the 6-year have now moved on to round 2 so far. In today's matchup, we're gonna do a couple of Knob Creeks. Let's do it. What we have here, we have Knob Creek straight rye whiskey, small batched, patiently aged. I don't know what that means. Somebody in the comments, let me know. What's patiently aged? It is 100 proof. Nothing else really on here. Interesting. The other will be Knob Creek cast strength straight rye whiskey, barreled in 2010, limited release batch number 2. So this is 127 proof. This came out of Warehouse A. What else do we got on here? Not a whole lot. They keep everything pretty close to the vest. I like it. Let's pour a little bit of these out here. I have actually never tried this one. I am a fan of this, though. This runs about 70 USD. Almost spilled there. That's scary. I think I did. Yep, I spilled a little bit. Ran down the bottle. That's okay. Party foul on me. It is what it is. It happens. Let's get this. It's a little bit more than I was planning, but whatever. It's always a good time. So let me switch these so I remember which one's which as I'm drinking. So this one being a cast strength. I tried this one with my brother out camping, and this one actually surprised me. I really did enjoy this. I usually don't like higher proof whiskeys in general, but I was a fan of this. This really surprised me. So again, have never had this. This one is a lower proof. We might have an upset on our hands here, because most of us probably think the cast strength will be the one to go for. We shall see. And give a nose to the 100 proof regular straight rye whiskey. Brought to you by Knob Creek. And oh my God, medicinal alcohol. I haven't even shaken this up yet. Let's agitate a little bit and see what happens. I'm not getting a whole lot more than just straight alcohol, ethanol. Not a, at 100 proof, probably gonna run into that a little bit. Really interesting though. So, and rye grains they're typically spicier, more fruity flavors. You know, some of the more complex ones can get a little crazy and fancy. So, I'm expecting this one to be spicy. Let's give her a shot. It's a lot thicker, oily. Get a little. It's more fruity. Tangy and fruity. What's that? Apple, maybe, or pear. Almost grape. It's got this like tart / tang to it, and a little like, I don't. Cilantro is way too specific because everybody knows what cilantro is like. Everybody just started tasting soap when I said that, and not cilantro, but like a parsley almost, but not very strong. It's on the back end. Very interesting. It's not bad. It's really not bad. For 100 proof, there's a lot to that. I'm gonna give it one more go here. Because science. And a little every time I think I get this like ethanol medicinal like peroxide or something weird like that, like then it turns into like the floral / fruity flavors. Interesting. Not bad. This one almost reminds me of the Cedar Ridge with like that oil. It might be better than the Cedar Ridge actually, just because of the complexity. There's a lot going on with that one compared to the original Cedar Ridge. That would have been an interesting matchup. All right, whoo. The nose on this, it's like burnt. What is it? It's like a burnt, almost rubber. Something's on fire. You know when like not plastic, not rubber necessarily. Something's on fire. Like when there's almost like an electronic or mechanical fire. That's like if you ever like overheated a computer or something, or I used to work on motherboards and build computers, and like sometimes when you burn that motherboard and you get that little puff of like soldering. That's what it is. Yeah. Oh, I kind of like it. Kind of makes me miss working on computers. Oh God, no, I hated that. Anyway, very interesting nose. It's hard to get past that burn smell, and that's the only thing I get. All right. Definitely spicier. I get that burns flavor. Charred oak. Heavy char. It's not peat, but it's kind of peaty. Like for Scotch fans, like that taste of smoke flavor, it is very. Oh, and then it's like it cleans itself up. Very unique. Very unique. Going back in. Legs for days. Get a little bit of. Okay, so there's the oak. There's the burn. No medicinal at all. I don't get a whole lot of fruit. It's like a burnt chocolate. There's a little chocolate on that back end, but it's not like sugary chocolate. It's like like a the like semi-sweet like morsel type chocolate. barely. That I don't remember the burn flavor taking over that as much. Very good though. All right, let's go back. Gotta give this one another shot. Oh, the nose is so much nicer. That makes this one like explode with floral. After you have something so smoky and burn flavor, and then you come to this and it's just like an explosion of floral. I'm gonna have to pour just a tad bit more to give. I gotta give a fair one because this is actually a lot closer than I thought it was gonna be. So I thought this hands down was gonna take it. It's very interesting because like I look at this one and I think like this should be like Manhattan. This would be perfect to. It's kind of like just your pretty basic rye whiskey that that's what you'd probably do with it. Good to know. So most ryes were the original Manhattans. You think like your old fashions, whiskey sour. Some of those quintessential drinks were all originally made with rye whiskey, so that's why a lot of people like the resurgence of rye right now for those kind of classic drinks that are so famous. Oh. When you switch to bourbon, a lot of times they're a lot sweeter, maybe a little bit more full-bodied than a rye. Ryes had to be kind of cocktailed back in the day. Because honestly, we've gone through a lot of ryes outside of the 32 that are in this tournament, and some have to be cocktailed. There's no way you could drink them any other way because some of them are so bad. But again, 32 that we do have on here are the best of the best, and we are going to find out which one is the Rye of Extreme. Okay. Let's give this one more shot here. This is what I had this weird like burn smell, burn taste. I don't smell it as much anymore. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I do. Initial spice, cinnamon. I like a ginger. It opened up a lot more on that one. Not as much of the burn. There's still that peat. There's a little peat back there. It's like hidden. I like feel like you're breathing out. Whew, this is a close one. Going with it. Oh, that's my pick. Tony, Phil, if you guys want to run this one back, if you think you might disagree, because I know how much you guys love peated stuff. This is very, very interesting matchup. But we'll pull Knob Creek Straight Rye, patiently aged small batch whiskey, pull it back to the bottom shelf where it belongs. This, unless we're up for any debate, we'll move on to round 2. Or we'll make another video about it. Who knows? Who cares? Because we're all just going to have some fun, drink, and enjoy some whiskey. As always, folks, appreciate you tuning in. This was fun. I have a couple more sitting on the bar here with me that potentially we'll be doing. I might do these, but I need Phil and Tony social distance online reviewing these two with me. That would be Wild Turkey 101 against the Wild Turkey Rare Breed. And then, like I said, I'll try to do these. These were interesting. This is the Rabbit Hole. Let me get that moved over there. So Rabbit Hole and Oak and Eden Ryes. Both are kind of the oddballs of the whole group, but I was actually pretty impressed with both of them. So interested to see who wins that one out. But until next time, folks, again, your winner today Knob Creek Cask Strength Rye Whiskey. Thanks for tuning in, folks. As always, appreciate you. Love you. Bye.
And thank you, chicken. Thank you. Yes, folks, we now know which Knob Creek will move on, and I'm going to have to agree just barely because it's cask strength. They clearly put a little bit of extra effort into it, so I'm going to agree with your take on this. But like I said, chicken, next time we're at the chicken coop, maybe save a dram or two of that bottle, considering it's had such a time traveling, and the three of us will do a solo review of it sometime. But there you go, folks. Knob Creek Cask Strength Rye Whiskey moves on to the next round of the 32 Rye Tournament, folks. To see which matchup comes next, to see who's going to win next, you're just going to have to keep tuned right here at the K.O.E. Nation on YouTube. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Be sure to follow me on Twitch. Be sure to like me on TikTok. All K.O.E. Nation, folks. Come on, I'm very, very much on brand. But folks, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. And as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, folks, I can't wait to see you back here at the K.O.E. Nation. God bless, Godspeed, travel well. Catch you around, folks.
Smooths itself out.
Get back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you. Raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost, we gotta take it down. Let you down slow, it's hard to survive.
Nice.
El Dorado. Oh, Lord. Well, let's see how that one went.
Yeah. See.